First Lady Melania Trump met with executives from the tech company giant Microsoft in Seattle Monday to discuss online safety as part of her Be Best campaign. She learned about their cybersecurity programs and saw a new controller that will help disabled children play video games. Melania Trump has pushed online safety and protocol as part of her Be Best effort, which has led some to point out her husband, President Donald Trump's, frequent name-calling on Twitter. The focus at Microsoft was on online safety and parental controls. At Microsoft's main campus, Dave McCarthy, the general manager of Microsoft Games, showed the First Lady the control options available for parents for their children's Xbox. He mentioned that his daughter's Xbox name has the name The Princess in it, and she'd love that he told the First Lady that. The whole world knows, Melania Trump laughed when he gave the online moniker. She also learned about a device that allows those with disabilities to use computers and play games easier. Children can play, everyone can play together, the First Lady said. Her Be Best logo was on display throughout the room during the presentations. At her first stop, earlier in the day, at an elementary school in Tulsa, Oklahoma, she reminded children of the importance of being kind and doing their homework during her stop at the Deaf School of Discovery. "It's a very important teamwork," she said during a classroom visit. "It's very important to get along in groups." Melania Trump visited with school kids who are learning about teamwork and overcoming obstacles in addition to the typical school lessons of math, science, reading, and writing. "We always need to be kind and show love, correct?" she said to a group of second graders. And when one young girl noted she was not a fan of homework, the First Lady told her, "You wished you didn't have homework." "Well, everyone wished that, but it's important." She reminded the kids homework helped them get smarter. And when she sat with a group of pre-K kids, one of them asked her where the president was. "He's in the Oval Office," she replied. She started off her tour in style, wearing a Bottega Veneta blue trench coat that retails for $6,680 and $695 Manolo Blahniks. The First Lady embarked on her first solo overnight domestic trip Monday but ignored her first question from the press as she left Washington, D.C. TheDailyMail.com shouted a question about whether she accepted an apology from her husband's former personal lawyer Michael Cohen, who told Congress last week that he had lied to her about Donald Trump's alleged affair with pornographic actress Stormy Daniels. DailyMail.com was about 3 feet away from the First Lady, making it likely she heard the question despite walking on a noisy tarmac at Joint Base Andrews. The query was made as the First Lady kicked off her 2-day, 3-stop tour for her Be Best campaign. She is promoting the 3 pillars of her signature Be Best initiative: the well-being of children, online safety, and opioid abuse. Her focus stayed on her tour and not on issues back in Washington, D.C. Monday's stop was the first appearance of Melania Trump in a week. She was last seen at last Sunday's governor's ball held at the White House. She kept a low profile last week while the president was in Vietnam for his second summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, and while Michael Cohen, the president's former personal attorney, testified on Capitol Hill. Cohen paid Daniels $130,000 in the closing months of the 2016 campaign for her silence, later claiming in open court as he pleaded guilty to a raft of federal crimes that then-candidate Trump ordered him to do it. "He asked me to pay off an adult film star with whom he had an affair and to lie to his wife about it, which I did," Cohen said of the president on Wednesday during a House Oversight and Reform Committee hearing. "Lying to the First Lady is one of my biggest regrets. She is a kind, good person. I respect her greatly and she did not deserve that," he added. Daniels claimed she and Trump met in July 2006 at a celebrity golf tournament and had sex. "It was the start of an illicit affair," the porn star claims. At the time, Trump had been married to Melania for just over a year and their son, Barron, was 3 months old. The president denies ever sleeping with Daniels. Cohen's testimony about the episode could wind up helping the president parry accusations that he authorized the payoff specifically to avoid the campaign collapse a public airing of the Daniels saga might have brought. His apology to Mrs. Trump suggests that his motive for the hush money payment and the president's, was to save his marriage, not his candidacy. If true, that would not be a crime. But if the payment had a solely political purpose, it could constitute an illegally large contribution to the 2016 Trump campaign. Melania appeared a week ago Sunday at the annual governor's ball at the White House, but her last public event was unveiling a healing garden at a children's hospital in Miami on President's Day. She also introduced her husband before he delivered remarks on the humanitarian and political crisis in Venezuela that day in Miami. Whether it is social media and technology or drug and alcohol abuse, children in our country and around the world are faced with many challenges, Ms. Trump said in a statement. Through Be Best, I will continue to shine a spotlight on the well-being programs that provide children the tools and skills required for emotional, social, and physical well-being and promote successful organizations, programs, and people who are helping children overcome some of the issues they face while growing up in the modern world. On Tuesday she will participate in an opioids town hall in Las Vegas. Mrs. Trump has promoted her Be Best campaign in the Washington, D.C. area and on day trips, including an October trip to a children's hospital in Philadelphia. She has also made day trips to the U.S. Mexico border to visit migrant children separated from their parents under her husband's immigration policy. She also made a 4-day trip to Africa last year, her first solo overnight trip as First Lady.